Welcome sa The Dread File, ang channel kung saan ibinabahagi ko ang mga totoong kwento ng krimen na nakakagulat, nakakakilabot, at minsan ay hindi mo aakalain na totoo pala. Kung mahilig ka sa ganitong klase ng content, huwag kalimutang mag-subscribe at i-hit ang bell icon para lagi kang updated sa mga iba pang crime stories na maibabahagi ko dito. In some corners of the Philippines, night doesn't bring peace. It brings a strange quiet. Too quiet. The kind that wraps around your neck like fog. Thick and watching. This story is about a home. About trust. About darkness behind a door and the girl no one saw coming. Mara, 18. Toby, 16. And Janine, 17. They weren't blood siblings, but they lived under one roof. Prayed in the same church. Ate from the same table. Laughed at the same jokes. But one of them would never laugh again. And the other two would carry the memory for the rest of their lives. It was a Sunday evening, not the kind with storm clouds or broken lights. It was clear, moonlit, quiet, too quiet. Mara carried her books, pressing them to her chest. Toby followed with sleepy steps, humming something forgettable. Janine walked behind, not talking, not smiling, just watching. They took the same route home every night, down a small concrete path, past a barangay hall, a tricycle shed, a tree that looked like it had secrets. And when they reached the gate, Mara noticed something strange. The front door, it was slightly open, not wide, not broken, just open enough to feel wrong. They stepped in. No barking dog, no clinking plates, only shadows, waiting. Toby, can you turn on the light? The bulb flickered. Once, twice, then dimmed. Mara's heart beat faster. Janine had gone ahead, said she was going to the restroom earlier, but she wasn't there. Her shoes were by the door, her bag on the sofa, her phone nowhere. Janine? Silence. Only the faint buzzing of a fly and the hum of the electric fan, slowly turning side to side like a shaking head. Then, a sound upstairs. A step. A drag. Like something heavy, moving. And suddenly, the feeling settled in Mara's chest. Something was very wrong. The next morning, Mara woke up early. She couldn't sleep. The night silence haunted her. She walked into the kitchen, still in her oversized shirt, her eyes blurry. And there, standing in the hallway, was Toby, frozen, barefoot. His hands were red. "Mara," he whispered. "Come here." She moved closer, slowly, terrified. Behind him, the room was dark, but she saw it. A shape on the floor. She reached for the switch. The lights flicked on. Janine. her body twisted, her blouse torn, her chest marked by something horrible. Cuts, deep, angry, too many to count. Mara screamed. And Toby, he just dropped to the floor, crying. I didn't do anything. I swear, ate. I swear. By midday, the house was filled with uniforms, police tape, boots on tiles, clipboards, whispers. Neighbors had gathered outside the gate, some crying, others recording with their phones. Mara sat on a plastic chair, still wearing her sleeping shirt, still shivering. Toby wouldn't talk. He just kept rocking back and forth, mumbling prayers. The investigator stepped forward. Did anyone else live here? No, just the three of us, Mara answered. Was the door locked when you went to bed? I think so, she lied. But she remembered the creak. She remembered the door never quite clicked shut. And she remembered Janine, closing it last. Later that day, they found Janine's phone under the bed, cracked, bloodied. They managed to unlock it. Messages from someone saved only as ATM. Don't forget, tonight. Make sure they're asleep. God forgives you no matter what. The chat was disturbing. Biblical verses, threats wrapped in salvation. Then, he's the devil in disguise. You need to stop him. You're chosen. Toby's face went pale when they read it aloud. That's not me. I don't know who that is. But Mara wasn't sure. How could she be? Janine had never mentioned ATM. But something about the tone, the obedience, it made her sick. The report came in. Janine had 27 stab wounds, defensive wounds on both arms, some shallow, some deep. There were signs of restraint. The medical examiner said, she fought. The time of death? Around midnight. That means while Mara and Toby were asleep, or pretending to be. Police questioned both teens again. Did anyone enter the house? No. Did she argue with anyone? No. Did you hear anything strange? Everything was strange. Even the silence. It was the kind that suffocated you. The barangay was in shock. People posted tributes online. She was so quiet. She was always smiling. Who would do this? Rumors spread fast. Some said Toby did it. Others claimed it was an outsider. A cult. A jealous lover. A spirit. Facebook groups popped up overnight. Everyone had a theory. Everyone wanted closure. But the truth stayed behind closed doors. And no one could open it. Not yet. Days passed. Mara and Toby were moved out of the house. The case had gone viral. Reporters camped outside their temporary shelter. Strangers messaged them. There were death threats, some prayers, some accusations. The investigators admitted there are no signs of forced entry. There were no fingerprints except the three residents. And the phone messages, they lead nowhere. Janine's contact, ATM, had used a fake number. No trace, no name, nothing. And still, Toby stayed quiet. Mara began to wonder, was he hiding something? One night, Mara dreamt of Janine. She stood in the hallway, barefoot, wet with blood. But her eyes were kind. "Help him," she said. Mara woke up crying. Was it a warning? A plea? Or just her guilt, twisting in the dark? She sat up, looked at the clock. 3:07 a.m. She heard something. A floorboard creaked. A drawer slowly opened. She wasn't alone. Not anymore. No one knows for sure. Was Janine a victim or a weapon? Did someone convince her to do something terrible, only to betray her? Or was she silenced before she could confess? Was ATM even real, or a lie to hide a bigger truth? There were no arrests, no confessions, only a grave, a sealed door, and two teens who would never be the same. In that small barangay, the house still stands, empty, locked, but never quiet. Some say they hear crying at night. Others say they see a girl staring through the window. But Mara, she doesn't visit anymore. She lights a candle every December, whispers a prayer, and says her name softly. Janine, I'm sorry. And in the dark, maybe someone hears her. Because behind that door, behind the walls of silence and grief, there was once trust. There was once laughter. And now, only dread.